Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tom Cat here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 for a apparently invisible Rimac. But no, this is the Rimac Concept 2, and as you guys can probably tell, I have removed my face cam from this video because I want this video to be solely about the car, because this is very, very new to the Forza series in general, and the idea that this car represents is new, and so I wanted to take you guys through the car and my personal experience with the car. I wanted to drive it, and then I wanted to customize it so you guys can see what it's like. So first off, let's see about a launch. You really don't hear anything. Hang on. See, you don't hear anything. So let's load it up and go. Oh my god. What's weird, especially, is hitting the rev limiter without hearing any sound. That's particularly odd. See, normally this is the point where I would say, wow, listen to the engine, but there isn't one. I mean, there's a little bit of sound, but not very much. Let's see if it can drift the roundabout. It can actually drift the roundabout pretty dang well. Oh my god, look at that! What the heck? Oh my god, it just keeps going. It just keeps going. As long as you modulate the throttle in second gear, you have 100% of your torque all the time. And every once in a while, I give it a little bit of a jab at the e-brake and the clutch, but it just keeps circling the roundabout like it's nobody's business. It's great. Now, I am very curious, though, as to what this thing tops out at. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to reach that top speed going this way, and as far as, like, stock top speeds go, I am not sure, but it is a 2-speed. That's as far as it goes. It traps at 257, which is very fast. Bounces the rev limiter right below 260 miles an hour. Oh my god. Well, by shifting down to first there, we would have probably just completely blown our electric motor. But that's no big deal, because now we can go back to the house and we can see what this thing is actually capable of once you build it and what you have access to in the customization. So, customization-wise, this car is a little odd because there's not really all that much, it would seem, to actually build up. But let's see what they give us access to. I'm very curious to what they give us access to, because when you think about it, these electric cars do have potential, and they've been proven to have a lot of potential, but I'm not sure where, I'm not sure what parts of that potential they'll allow us to have access to. Yikes. No engine tuning. Okay. We have race suspension, rally suspension, and drift suspension available to us. So I'm going to do the race setup, and I'm going to do the race setup on the roll bars and everything like that. Now, if I do a race weight reduction, we start with 1,887 horsepower, 1,695 foot-pounds of torque, but we weigh 4,290 pounds. If we do the race weight reduction, we can come down by 774 pounds, nearly 800 pounds, bringing us to about 3,500 pounds. So that should help us out a lot. And drivetrain-wise, really all we have access to is a race drive line and a race diff, which gives us diff tuning. And then wheel and tire-wise, it pretty much comes with race tires already. You could put a Horizon race tire on it. You could put a rally tire. You could put a drag tire. So I'm going to leave, I think, the Horizon race tires on it right now. Go up to a 305 in the front and a 345 in the back. And the wheels, I think I'm going to leave these wheels because they're pretty unique to this car. Now, if you do want to mess with the sizing, you can, but I never really do because I don't really, well, I never really do on stock wheels because I feel like stock wheels, but of a different size, usually end up looking strange and looking weird. Aero-wise, you have Forza Aero, obviously. There's not really much else you can do with this car besides Forza Aero, although that is interesting. The Forza Wing removes the stock active wing, which a lot of cars, like for example the 918, they actually put the Forza Aero on top of the stock active wing. So I'm actually surprised that it removes it instead of kind of, just stacking on top of it. But interesting. So with all of that being said, it seems as though if you want to extract any more speed from this car, you're going to do it in the tuning. You're going to do it with gearing. You're going to do it with, little tricks here and there rather than throwing more power at it, because you can't swap the engine and there's really nothing you can... wait a minute. You can't tune it. Oh, that's disappointing. I figured that since there wasn't really an option to add a race transmission, I figured it had the had sort of the alternative to one. So I figured I would be able to mess with the tuning, but that seems like it's not going to be a thing. So instead of doing that, I think we're going to build it into a drag car, because if we can't, you know, mess around with like the top speed stuff, we might as well make it a crazy drag car. So with that being said and done, I'm thinking that since we still can't customize the transmission gear ratios, I'm going to have to go for like super low tire pressures, like super low tire pressures, and just see if I can make this thing a bit of a quarter-mile monster. And let's see. Again, can't mess with any of that. I'm going to have to take the camber out of it. Such a weird thing. I was hoping to be able to do some sort of crazy, like, you know, ridiculous drag car with this thing, but do that just a little bit. If I'm going to make it a little bit softer, I'm going to have to give it a little bit more ride height so it can transfer the weight. I do want to see if I can get away with doing all of this without having it sink into the ground, because if it sinks into the ground, you're in trouble. Let's do 60% rear. And now, let's see how it actually launches, because the launch is obviously where your entire build is going to have to be focused when you're trying to do a drag car. What the heck? It does a front wheel burnout. This is so weird. It does a front wheel burnout when I hit the e-brake and hold the gas. That's so strange. What if I launch it in second? Oh, literally all it does is torque up the car. So maybe I would be better... Maybe I would be better off... No, I don't know, though, because... that's weird, because, again, I can't customize the gear ratios. And that's the biggest thing that, you know, that's kind of the way you get around a lot of this stuff, is being able to customize the gear ratios. So, and when you can't customize the gear ratios, you run into really weird problems. So I might have to do some odd things here and there. Let me see if that works. A lot of this is trial and error, because this car is not what I would call normal. See, look, even when you shift it, you know, out of first, it's still, like, there's so much more for it to go in first. Let's see, and go. God! What the heck was that? Forza, are you, like, drunk or something? What the heck? That was so weird. Yeah, this thing is... I almost feel like it's going to be the roll racing monster of the century. It's like the 100 to 200 mile an hour, literally monster of the century. It is definitely sticky. And since you can't tune the gear ratios, I might have to just solely do this off of, like, throttle control. Which isn't a bad thing, per se. It's just, like, a little bit different from, I guess, what you'd be used to. Go, 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 go! 203! That is insanely fast. That's insanely fast. Like, to just, like, launch off the drag strip. I mean, like, dude, I have purpose-built drag cars that do, like, 180. If that. I mean, it's so crazy. It's so crazy the way that this car accelerates, the way that it performs. And now that we've done that, I kind of want to go, like, now that we've done the serious part of the build, I kind of want to go just, like, do something silly with it. Just to do it. You know what I mean? Like, That's what happens when you completely skip over the festival. No, reverse drifting, bruh. Domestic mango, bruh. But no, let's go ahead and just give it some sort of wacky, crazy, you know, paint job. Just to say that we did. And let's see. I always like to mess around with paint stuff, and for some reason, everybody always wants me to make these cars pink. I don't know why. Let's see. Okay, so I was trying to see what color it actually wanted to, you know, like what color group was for what. And I'm not surprised that it's kind of like you get that one little strip. Although, I wonder if... Ooh! Okay, so it's not that entirely. It's just these little accents. Because it's the little accents, I wonder if... I feel like they might as well be carbon because that's probably what they were before. And that's how they look best. Now, these wheels, oh my god, you can actually fully go in and... Oh, this is so cool! Oh my god, this is so cool. These wheels have some of the most, like, intricate customization I've seen in so long. Yo, you can customize the individual spokes even. And, like, the details behind the spokes, too. There's, like, so many things you can customize on these that, like, you almost... Like, it's almost scary because it's so easy to, like, mess it up. You can't see the inner barrel customization. The outer lip, I'm betting, is... Yep. I kind of want to make it black. God, that's so different and yet so cool. I've never seen wheels that allow you to customize them like that, and mad props to Forza for including that, because they could have very easily just said, no, that car doesn't need, you know, wheel customization and stuff like that. But oh my god, yes it does. Yes it does. And wow, when you look at it and you really just kind of see how well that works, god, I'm so happy that they gave us full, like, you know, full reign to customize all that stuff. But man, this car is actually really fun. I had a blast building it. I had a blast driving it. And if you guys enjoyed watching, make sure to click that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more. And I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.